Good evening once again and welcome to the Philip Classic Grounds right here in Vieux Vieux, where we're about to witness the third place playoff in this year's Caribbean Alliance Gold Cup. And indeed, it is something to play for. In the silverware, it has cash as well, and also bragging rights. Two top teams vying for third place. Before us, you're going to witness the team, not from Beaufort South, but Central Beaufort. They are Central Beaufort in their depth, in their new kit, or they look like USA, so we call them USA. So, round of applause for Central Beaufort to get into the fourth place playoff. They're up against the Mavia Valley Legends. Mavia Valley Legends, of course, they have won the plate before, and now they are into the third place. Let's look. Somebody just told me it is USA versus Argentina. So, USA, USA. Okay, the starting lineup for the Mavia Valley Legends team: 00 in goal, Fimba Ephraim. Number 11, Spencer Smith. Number 5, Neville Harris. Number 2, Hayes Marcel. Number 8, Wilson Theodore. Number 4, Samson Robinson. Number 3, Simon Robinson. Number 13, Sheldon Antoine. Number 6, George Nicholas. Number 16, Hermes Setage. And number 17, Leighton Rato Sandiford. Again, round of applause for the first 11 for Mavia. The team is coached by Hayes Constantine, and the manager is Conibert Shelby. Move on now to the starting 11 of the Central Beaufort team. Jeff Bosco Emmanuel in goal. Number 8, Earl Wright Vidal. Number 15, Damian Henry. Number 7, Dylan Moffat. Number 17, Mark Serrier. Number 28, Alvin Isidore. Number 21, Jefferson Jones. Number 16, Wilbur Moffat. Number 9, Andy Butu Javatis. Number 18, Vaughn Augustine. And number 11, Titus Titi. Round of applause for Central Beaufort. The team is coached by Mr. Emmanuel Belas, and the manager is David Taylor. The referee for tonight's encounter is Mr. Edmund Smith. AR1 Kavi Baffelmi, AR2 Junior George, and the fourth official is Curtis Edward. Something's got to give. We have Mr. Alvin Malakan who's going to meet the teams. He has a quadra of individuals. Jalen Seri, of course, representing the brand. Stag Ed, my friend, representing the brand. Moccasin. Really? And we have South Shoe Store right here. A man, Mr. Adrian Lynn. Lane. Now when you are Lane, that's out of Barbados. So I gotta put on my accent. So welcome to St. Lucia, Mr. Lane. He's the manager representing Caribbean Alliance. And of course we have Mr. Gavin Niles, who is the tournament director. So host of individuals to meet the teams. May the best team win. Do enjoy this game. Central Beaufort, oi to Beaufort people to put on a good show. Mavia, of course, would want to spoil the show. Now, lovely. I want something a little chouquet. You have nothing but a little chouquet. But it's cold tonight and it's windy. So we want something about a little chouquet. And if you realize it's signed up by Cindy, and Cindy likes the chouquet. Yeah. How do you see you? DJ of the year. You have what kind of trophies then? How about a trophy, guys? What's that about a trophy?
come to the third and fourth place, that of the Caribbean Alliance Gold Cup for 2018, right here at the Philippe Marcelin grounds, decked in the sky blue and white Vieux Valley Legends, and they're coming up against the homeboys of Central Vieux Fort. On the ball is George Nicholas and Wilson Theodil for Vieux Valley Legends. Later on, we'll have the finals. We'll be bringing down the curtain on the Caribbean Alliance Gold Cup. It will be contested between Grosile and, of course, the boys from Soufrière, Sulphur City Soufrière. As you see, Hummus Sentence is just apologizing there for a ball that came onto him speedily. Throwing there to Central Vieux Fort, Moffat going back in defense, finding his man. A poor control there by Vaughan Augustine. A throw-in to be taken there by Simon Robinson for Valley Legends. Finds Hermas. Back to Simon. Neville in control of the ball game. He goes back into defense, finding Raton. They're spreading it. They're feeling very comfortable with the ball there. On even surface there. Legends is trying to get out of their defense there with the ball. Wilson Theodil is shadowed there by Anthony Boutou Jean-Baptiste. His Marcel was trying to find George there. It's Vital with the clearance. Back into the defensive third of Valley Legends again. Some good touches there on the near side for the Legends. Samson Robinson is looking for his man there on the far side, but some controlling there on the far side. It looks to me like Mark Serrier who found his keeper, Jeff Bosco Emmanuel. He is recuperating for Legend Sheldon, finding Samson. Legends is making an inroads there into the final third. Cross is coming in there by Spencer Smith, and Hermes is ruled offside. Clear picture there of Hermes Saint-Ange, and he's complaining that the ball is moving very fast away from him. Central Vieux Fort will start from defense again. Dylan Moffat. And Dylan again was trying to find Vaughan Augustine there on the near side. A lovely picture there of the trophies. Raid in a lovely way there. Spencer is trying to take on his man. He was stopped there by Boutou, but he is trying to find Wilson there. He was well caught off there by Vital. Neville again, finding Wilson Theodil. Wilson looking for Spencer, and Spencer is just lifting it a touch too heavy there for Hermes. Junior Gregg, the official there on the near side. Throwing to be taken there by Moffat. Control in there by Vaughan Augustine, looking to find Titus Selva, and a miscontrol in there by Titus Selva. Neville goes wide, finding Samson. Samson is trying to find his Marcel, and he is was impeded there by Mark Serrier. Free kick to be taken there by Leighton Rato Sandiford.
Just reminding patrons that the exit that we're using tonight is solely to
Jefferson Jones looking for his man, Seri Jabatis. Again, this ball is just hitting Seri, but Mabuya Valley recuperated. Bogle turns around Jabatis, finds Antoine. Back to BB again, and BB is trying to move into the final third and looking for Hayes. And Hayes is well shadowed there by Earl Vital.
Also, we have a veteran in sports named Ben Carden.
Mark Seri finding his man again. The ball is with Jabatis. He's challenged there by Wilson.
We have all sizes from XS to
Damien Henry finding his man, Abuto. Looking for Jefferson Jones. Jefferson Jones is towering this one over the transversal there, and TT is not pleased.
SLP or SPP? Simply popping popcorn all the way from Brazil. Oh, good. So t-shirts on sale, the bear garden is open, we have the exit, and we have simply popping popcorn, also drinks on special all.
Well, this one took a deflection over there, so it's a corner to Central View Forward. Still 0 all here
what else do we have?
at the Philip Marcelin ground.
What else do we have?
Tighter Silver with the corner, sailing this one across. Heads go up in defense for Valley Legends. Short there.
Over 52 games. She has been at 50.
Well recuperated again by Spencer, and he was looking for Wilson Theodile there. He's trying to bring it down, Wilson. And Wilson was well shadowed there by Alvin. Throw into the Legends. Hermas with the throw. Simon Robinson. He was looking for Theodule, but pass was not well directed, and Rato is looking for the man moving forward. That's George, finding Simon. And they've lost it to Vaughan Augustine. And again, giving it away. The Legends trying to keep the shape here. Oh, an inch too heavy on this one there. And not finding Simon here on the near side. Throw in there to Central View Forward. Andy. Boutou Jean-Baptiste. Goes to his defender. That's Henry. Henry found a Seri. Back to Henry again. He's giving it to Spencer Smith. George. And well contested again by Henry. Dylan Moffat here on the near side. Try to lift it over. A good take there by Vaughan Augustine. And Vaughan has found Wilbur Moffat, and Wilbur looking for his man there. But the ball is safe in the hands of Fimba Ephraim. Marcel. Marcel is trying to keep this one in play there, but well won there by Mark Seri. Finding Jefferson Jones. Jones is trying to dance on Antoine. He does. Trying to bring the ball with him. And the ball went with him. Wilbur Moffat. Anthony Boutou-Jebatis finding Tita Silva. And Moffat again. Oh, what a goal there! By Tita Silva. Blazing this one past Fimba Ephraim. 1-0 in favor of Central View Fort. 1-0 there in favor of the homeboys of Central View Fort. Well won by Augustine. Is shadowed there by George, and the ball is back with Simon Robinson. Is gonna bring this one across there, looking for Spencer Smith. Some good work there by Smith. Smith has given the ball away to Vaughan Augustine. Well recuperated again by Wilson, and he's looking for his Constantine. And Mark Serrier is in charge, and he is chasing. And a Central View Fort looking to get this one out of their defense. This one is spliced. Hermes is trying to bring it down. Clearance there by Vaughan Augustine, putting this one into touch. Simon with the throw, finding a Neville. Back to Simon. Neville Harris trying to find George there, but some good foot in there. A one to touch by TT, and of course Andy, and finding Wilbur Moffat, and TT was left all alone there and just couldn't control this one. Rator, aka picking himself again and taking on his man, and just couldn't keep this one in play there. Throw in there by Dylan Moffat, finding Andy Boutou Jean-Baptiste. Samson in defense. Hermes is trying to dance around his man, and he's miskicked this one. Well, still finding Melcher there. Simon has given it to Dylan Moffat, but Moffat just couldn't control it there. And Bogle, aka, was almost robbed there in the process, and I think Titus Elva was in an offside position. A clear picture of him there. He has a son playing in the Bundesliga for Stuttgart. Yes, of course, that's Kanija Elva. Looking to find his Marcel there on the flank. And some good work being done there by the Dreadlocks man. Mark Serrier. He was looking for Jefferson Jones here on the far side. Throw in there to the Legends. Sandiford. Robinson. That's Simon. This one was taken off George there by Moffat. The Samson for the Legends is taking on his man. Oh, good ball there. And this one was played to the back of Samson. And Hermes is recuperating. Samson was looking for Simon, and Hermes is doing some very good work there, trying to recuperate this ball. Well shadowed again by Dylan Moffat. Throw in there by Moffat. Simon gave this one to Jean-Baptiste, and he's let loose there. That is Titus Silva again, and he had his second chance there. Just couldn't get past Fimba Ephraim in goal, and a wild shot there from Sandiford. No problems there for Jeff Bosco Emmanuel. It's Jefferson Jones. Spencer is shadowing him there, and Spencer is just kicking this one off Jefferson Jones for a throw. Kelvin Baffelme there on the far side, the assistant on the far side there. Smith looking to find Antoine. He does. Antoine to Sandiford. Sandiford receiving there from Harris. A little cheap over there. Harris still in possession of this ball. He's trying to dance around his man, looking for Wilson Theodale. And Wilson is taking a shot straight on Jeff Emmanuel there, and just going straight across the goal. No problems for Jeff. Vaughan looking for TT, and TT is ruled offside. Simon with the spot kick for the Legends, finding George. Oh, some good defending there. Elvar is looking to dance on his finer Jabatis. And tackle there by Robinson. Our ball is blazed across the goal area there, finding Jefferson Jones. Spencer Smith is taking on his man. Here's Marcel. Wilson was robbed there. The whistle of Edmund Smith went, sporting an infringement. And Wilbur Moffat is not too pleased with the decision. Leighton Sandiford with the spot kick for the Legends. Looking to find his Marcel, and he's done so. And his was well guarded there by Earl Vital. In the right defensive position. Corner to the Legends. And they went down in the first 6 minutes of the game. Wilson Theodale, he's trying to put this one across for the Legends. And oh, this one has passed just across the surface of the goal area there, with no one having a touch onto it. Bosco Emmanuel is looking for Jabatis. Done so. Jabatis lifting this one, looking for Titus. Again, Titus was going long again, trying to return the favor onto Jabatis. But the ball has gone into touch there for a throw-in to Valley Legends. To be taken there by Simon Robinson. Find Spencer Smith. Smith is trying to dance around Isidore. Smith again winning this ball, finding Antoine. Valley is trying to put it together there in synchronization, but still can't find the way to Jeff Emmanuel's goal. This ball is lifted there by Isidore. Straight to the arms of Fimba Ephraim. Ephraim finds his man, and the ball has been played from defense again, and the Legends is losing the possession there. Ephraim has given chase to this ball. Went to retrieve and to place it on its spot. Finding Leighton Sandiford. Leighton finding Neville Harris. Well worn by Earl Vital. Again, some good defending by Samson Robinson. He's finding George. That's Lloyd there. Lloyd has been introduced into the game. Jefferson Jones is shadowed by Sheldon. Jefferson is bringing this one across and meeting the head of Spencer. And Leighton is just heading this one back to his goalkeeper. Sheldon Antoine is lifting this one forward there, but a touch too heavy. No problem for Jeff Bosco Emmanuel. Dylan Moffat. Spencer missed this one completely. It's left to Anthony Butu-Jabatis, but he's giving it away. Sheldon looking for Simon. A poor pass there. Well read in defense. Wilbur Moffat. Wilbur Moffat is dancing into the final third, and I think that he was brought down there by his Marcel, and Edmund Smith had no other idea but giving a free kick onto the boys of Central View forward. And his Marcel is not pleased of where the ball is being placed. From last year, Valley Legends has been in the top 4 of the Caribbean Alliance Gold Cup. They bowed out in the semi-finals last year. A free kick there by Titus, and well collected by Fimba Timal Ephraim. And Andy Jabatis is shadowing Rator there, and they've made the national side together. Yes, of course. And this one was put into touch by Earl for a corner kick to the Legends. Shot corner, Clifford to Wilson. Wilson is lifting this one heavily there, and this one is on target. It was Samson Robinson there. Spencer finding Gustav, and Gustav was looking for Bautu there, but they were robbed. Ball is issued into touch there by a player from a Central View forward. Throw in there to the Legends. And a good work there by Marcel. Looking for Wilson, back to Marcel. Finding Simon. A good ball to Harris. A clearance there. Oh, what a good turn there by Spencer Smith, and he was well marked by Anthony Jabatis. And Jabatis spreading this one wide there for Jefferson Jones. He has acres of space there on the far side, and giving chase is Spencer. Well, calm and collective there is Leighton Sandiford from the back. Looking for options in the front, and listen this one forward. Lloyd is giving chase, and he's well taken care of there by Mark Serrier. Serrier finding this man, Isidore. Isidore is trying to lift this one over, looking for Wilbur Moffat, but Samson Robinson favors the idea much better. Leighton Sandiford is well guarded there by Elva, giving chase. Lloyd is looking for Peter Gustav on the far side, but well won there by Serie. And a clearance there by Bosco. But before this, the whistle went there, that of Edmund Smith. Moffat spreads it wide. Serie. Serie is always looking for Jefferson Jones there on the far side. The combination of the dreadlocks man. Right now it's a dreadlocks to a dreadlocks for Valley Legends. Antoine to Sandiford, and Sandiford is trying to lift this one across there. But no player there from Mabuya Valley has enough steam to get onto the end of this one there.
Mr. Anthony Melville, Mr. David Pascal, and Mr. Kenson Casimiro. Mr. Casimiro is already here. Casimiro? Yeah. Not Casimiro. Casimiro. Yeah, we're going to present him. Yeah.
Throw in there on the far side to Mabuya Valley Legends.
Mr. Melville, are you around? Oh, you're like, okay. Well, we'll do
Harris.
Mr. David Pascal.
Looking to bring this one across, but he's met Jefferson Jones, and Jones has to deal with Harris. And Harris is pushing this one into touch, and a smile there from Jefferson Jones. He thought the throw was his. Sheldon is trying to bring this one in, looking for Lloyd, and it was met by Alvin Isidore. And it's a corner kick there for Valley Legends. Let me remind you that you are watching courtesy Winners TV, #1 sports station there in the island of St. Lucia. This one is coming across very dangerously and meeting the head of a player there. And Mabuya Valley Legends are finding the back of the net.
Mabuya Valley just equalizing right there. The score is now 1-1 between Mabuya Valley and Central Beaufort.
It is Neville Harris equalizing there. Some good play there by the Valley.
Yeah. David Pascal and Kenson Casimir receiving the tokens of appreciation from Veterans in Sports Inc. for doing a wonderful job in terms of keeping us abreast of the tournament. Thank you, Kenson and Dave. We also have Mr. Ed Margaret, who represents
1-1 here at the Philip Marcelin ground between the Legends and of course Central Beaufort. A touch too heavy there for Wilson Theodil.
Mr. Ed Margaret, of course, Spirit Company Distribution, responsible for Marcus Hill, responsible for staff.
And Dijabatis.
One of the sponsors that
He was looking for Wilbur Moffat, and Moffat had a hand in the back of Samson Robinson. See a sportsmanship handshake there by between Moffat and of course Robinson. And the other Robinson is on the end of this one, and this is a dreadlocks man. And it looks to me like Dylan Moffat had no other ideas but just to put this one into touch there and awarding a corner kick there to Valley Legends. To be taken there by Wilson Theodil. Wilson is looking to caress this one into the 6-yard region, that of the defensive third of Central Beaufort. He's going to whip it across with his right foot. Very low there. A short. Oh, what a goal there by Samson Robinson. Samson Robinson finding the back of the net. 2-1 it is in quick succession. Valley Legends. 2-1 it is
Carvalho just taking the lead against
in favor of the Legends.
The score is now 2-1. And we can see the playing arms of Titus City now asking his team to come on, get on with it. 2-1 in favor of the guys with the Argentina color. So it's Argentina 2, USA 1. Just to bring your attention, let's get Dave Pascal and Bobby Kenson. We have a situation where last weekend we had a three-way tie in the play championship for the most
Harris is
goals.
looking for his man moving forward there, and well controlled again by Earl Vita.
There was one individual who was ahead of them by 1 goal, that's Mr. Nathan James.
Dylan Moffat looking for his man. Vaughan Augustine finding his man. This one is lifted to the defensive there of Mabuya Valley, and still looking good at the back is Rator. Rator was looking for Lloyd, but Mark Serrier has better ideas, finding Vital. Isidore looking for his man, TT, and well accepted again there by the Legends moving forward. Peter Gustav, and Peter Gustav is ruled offside. Valley Legends scoring 2 quick goals there in the space of 3 minutes. Legends giving the ball away there, and it's pushed forward. Oh, what a save by Timal in goal, and clearance there from Simon Robinson. Valley almost met their demise again. Furin, Dylan Moffat finding Vaughan Augustine, looking for Wilbur, finding Samson and Samson, looking for Wilson Theodil. Well charged there is Dylan Moffat. Andy Jabatis squares it wide. Jones is trying to dance around Antoine. That's Mark Serrier was looking to return the favor, but finding Rator. And these well shadowing Rator there. Rator is finding Neville Harris. Neville squares it wide to Simon. Oh, lovely ball being played there. Looking for Wilson Theodil there at Vital. Has all the ideas, and he was well charged there by Lloyd Clifford, and the whistle over Edmund Smith went. Dillon. Dillon is a touch too heavy there to Vaughan Augustine on the near side. Throw in there to the Legends to be taken by Simon Robinson. Is finding Harris, Smith, Robinson looking for his Marcel. A good control there in the midfield by Harrison. He met his demise. Jefferson Jones was almost robbed in the process. Some good work there by Peter Gustav. And Peter Gustav was impeded. Leighton Santiford lifting this one up. Oh, and over there, and a touch too quick there for the quickest man on the field. That's Lloyd Clifford. And you see his Marcel was pointing to directions of where he really wants this ball. More fat. Hermas is trying to I don't really know what he was trying to do. Either he was trying to find Lloyd or he was going goal bound. Seri moving forward on the right defensive area there. He was challenged by Peter Gustav, and recuperating the ball is the central Vieux team. This one is lifted there on the far side, looking for Jones. Jones looking for TT. TT is well challenged there by Antoine. TT keeping the ball, finding Jones again. Jefferson Jones looking very promising there for a central Vieux, but right now it's Peter Gustav looking very smart, lifting this one to Neville. Neville is trying to bring it down in between two Vieux formations, and also the referee, and he's dancing between them, finding Rator. Rator back to Neville. Legends are keeping the ball quite smartly, and it looks to me like George. George is on the end of this one, but well shadowed again by Vital, and no problems there for Bosco. And TT is not very happy of what's happening there. And of course, he had the first goal in the first 6 minutes of the game, and Valley Legends did answer in the 22nd minute and also in the 25th minute via Neville Harris and of course Samson Robinson. Throw in there to the Legends, and Peter Gustav was impeded there by Mark Seria.
The boy talking like a pig, so I like to pick up the popcorn man. We tell you that caramel popcorn is very good to sell.
It looks to me like Jean-Charles is warming up there for Central Vieux Fort, looking to introduce himself into the game, and Bosco has almost spilled this one. Yes, he did, and making amends, and he's finding Seri. That's Mark. Mark with Andy. Looking for Wilbur, but finding Rator. Some good work in defense there by Rator Sandeford. And Rator has given this one away to Alvin Isidore. A burst of fury there on the far side. Sheldon looking for Lloyd, but I think he met Vital in defense. Seri. Lloyd Clifford again. He's on the move and he's held back. Lloyd Clifford was held back there, and it looks to me like Jeff was not very happy over what went down. And Central Vieux Fort is giving the ball away too easily there. Mark from the right defense with acres of space. A new introduction there. Marcus Jean-Charles is trying to lift this one there into the path of his man moving forward, but finding Robinson. Ball is gritted back to Jean-Charles. Seri and Jean-Charles sharing it, not greedily, finding Andy Shabatis. He's looking for his man moving forward there. Some fresh legs on the field for Central Vieux Fort. Throw into the Legends by Simon Robinson. Oh, good work there by Hermas finding Hayes, and the defensive third of Vieux was met and putting this ball into touch. The number 15 there, Damian Henry in defense for Vieux, who would never let his Marcel get onto the end of this one. Simon is gonna do the honors there for the Legends. Harris is looking to dance. And Simon is not happy with the decision there by Junior Greg. And at the end of the first half, it is Valley Legends in the lead by 2-1. That of the third and fourth place of the Caribbean Alliance Gold Cup. Later on, the Sulphur City Boys, Soufrière, they'll be taking on Grosley as we bring down the curtains of the Caribbean Alliance Gold Cup Veterans Football for 2018. And the theme for this year was In It to Win It. And of course, our coverage has been covered by Winners TV. We're back here with the second half of our first game today, as we're bringing down the curtains on the Caribbean Alliance Gold Cup for 2017-2018. Elva is bringing this one across, but it was met by Morfat and straight into the arms of Fimba Ephraim. 2-1. And Neville is taking on his man. Finding Hermas. Hermas punches it back to Antoine, and the uneven outfield, and very bouncy and very pacey indeed. This ball just strolled into touch and thrown there by Mark Serrier. Oh, some very good work there by Hermas, and he's brought down Serrier and is very displeased. Free kick to Central Vieux Fort. Marcus Jean-Charles behind this one. Peter Gustav in the wall there for the Legends, and the wind is so heavy it removed the ball off his mark. And some good work in defense. And this one was blazed away over the transversal. Not anything problematic to Fimba Ephraim, aka T-Mal, as he finds Leighton here on the near side. Leighton is finding Harris. That's Neville. He has space, and Peter Gustav will give chase, and he's getting the better of Mark Serrier. Harris again squares it, finding Hermas. Hermas almost giving it away, but Spencer Smith looking very, very good indeed. And it looks to me like Peter Gustav was ruled offside. this one was lifted waywardly. No problems whatsoever for the Legends. And they'll start back again with Harris in midfield. Harris is trying to gain possession of the ball, and yes, of course, and finding Sheldon. Sheldon is looking for Lloyd, and Lloyd is on the end of this one. Lloyd is trying to square this one, and Peter Gustav was not getting a boot onto this one there. Well cleared off the line, and Vieux, that central Vieux is living very dangerously in defense, providing that the Legends find the back of the net. There they'll be up by 2 goals. A throw in there. Well contested there again, and the Legends has lost it, and getting possession again, and Rato was trying to fire this one onto the goal of Jeff Bosco Emmanuel, but it was waywardly done. Bosco goes wide, is looking for his man Dylan Moffat, his left defender. Moffat has acres of space. He laces it forward with the left boot, but only could find the sweeper of Legends. That's Rator. Rator is looking for Peter Gustav. Oh my God! This one ricocheted off the sheen of the goalkeeper. For a moment, the Legends almost found the back of the net again. Moffat was trying to find the other Moffat, that's Wilbur, but found Rator. Rator with Spencer Smith. Smith is trying to lift this one there to Gustav. And Dibu to Jean-Baptiste. The whistle went there, and Hermas is providing some protection over the ball there for the Legends, and now covering his groin area of fear that Andy Butujabat is just list this one straight into the private part, and this one is lifted up and over there, and no problems there for Timal. And it was Marc Serrier on the end of this one, and the ball was just too quick there for Marc Serrier. A very strong breeze here at the Philippe Marcelin ground. Very cold weather indeed. We're getting the breeze straight from the sea area, and a player remaining down there. That's a player from Vieux, and Hermas has been substituted there. Earl Vital there. Well, he's gonna walk it off. If you're just joining us, well, it's a 2-1. You could see it there on the screen at the top left or right hand corner if you're a left-hander. All right, and it favors you both, and no matter how I just said it. And Seekens and Kazime, sports journalists there on the far side, going behind the goal. Rato making a run, and again was well met. Some very good touches there. Neville, the midfielder, finding his Marcel. To Neville again. Clifford Sandiford has been introduced into the game, the number 30 there. Lloyd just couldn't control this one, but the ball is back with Neville. And Neville with his Marcel. Marcel is trying to take on his man. Oh, he was trying to push this one into the gap there. Well met again by the defensive third. Titus Elva finds Jean-Charles. Jean-Charles goes wide to Morfat. Jean-Baptiste is troubled there by Spencer. And this one was uncontrollable there by the number 12. Moving forward there for Central Vieux Fort. And this one is no problems whatsoever there for man in goal. Fimba Ephraim. Simon Robinson. Looking for Wilson Theodil. But it looks to me like Dylan Moffat giving chase. And well recuperated again by the legends. And no problems there for Bosco. Bosco laces this one. Spencer with the header. Well shadowed there by Elva. Well won again by Neville. Neville is skipping away from the Rastafarians of Central Vieux Fort, and Gustav is giving this one away. Shabatis to Elva. Well stopped again by Spencer. Samson finds his brother. Simon. The Robinson brothers. Wilson. Wilson is looking for Lloyd. Wilson has found Lloyd, and Bosco has better ideas. Clearing this one off the defensive third. Ball is straight back into the grasp of Fimba Timal Ephraim. Rolls it to his a sweeper. Leighton Sandiford looking for Neville Harris, and he's found him, and Neville is trying to dance around him. He's Marcel losing possession there, but the whistle went in the favor of Valley Legends, and Neville was impeded there in the process. Clifford Sandiford finding Neville. Neville was trying to spread it wide to Peter Gustav, and Gustav was ruled offside. Spencer back to Rator. Rator is trying to dance, and he don't have on his dancing shoes. He just has his new studs, Nike studs that is. And Neville thought that he was impeded, but he remained on the ground. This one is a list by Marcus Jean-Charles looking for Andy. And now with Wilbur. Wilbur is trying to trickery there. The pass Montjama is getting the better of Marcel. And Clifford Sandiford's aka Shatter Broads. Yes, of course, putting this one into touch. Peter Gustav has met Mark Seri. A good challenge there by Wilson Theodore. And I just heard the whistle of the man in the middle went. There's a player remaining down there for the Legends. It looks to me like Neville Harris there. going to walk it off, Neville Harris. He's been troubled by some injury lately, but I think he's looking good now. He's going to limp it off and most probably come back into the game. I just see a clear picture there of the Sunday Fords, Rato and Baba Shatabrods. And in the back there, you can see the Soufre team engaging themselves in their warm-up activities. There were 2 balls on the field of play, and Clifford Sandiford with a boot too high there. And a free kick there to Central Vieux Fort. And Edmund Smith is making sure that Peter Gustav has positioned himself very good. Header. And here's Marcel in control. Some good work in there again from the legends. And this ball will stroll into touch there from the number 6 of Vieux Fort Central, as he takes care of the laces of his boot there, whilst Clifford Sandiford retrieves and handles the matter there for the legends. Some good work there by Mark Serrier. And again, Mark Serrier was met by Shatta Broads, a.k.a. Throw in there to the legends. Here's Marcel. Is looking for Sheldon, but Sheldon was robbed. Spencer was looking for Wilson wide and finding him. Wilson goes back to Spencer. Samson Robinson. A touch too heavy there again for Spencer Smith. And the Jean-Baptiste with the throw for a Central Vieux Fort. He's looking for Jefferson Jones, but well met again there by Samson Robinson. Moffat. Some good challenge there being placed in there by the dreadlocksman of the Valley. Valley is trying to put up a resistance here, but with Andy Boutou Jean-Baptiste, Simon again booting this one into touch. Moffat with the throw. Again, very hard on the back of Andy Jean-Baptiste was Simon Robinson, and issuing this one again into touch is Robinson.
I see a friend of mine there, she posted a photo on Facebook. Her picture is very blurry. It's very blurry, actually. So if you stick around and get a chance.
Edmund Smith spotting an infringement there on the far side. Free kick there to the Central Vieux Fort.
I don't mention names. I'm just saying that the photo was rather blurry. So keep a ticket stub.
Wilson Theodule in the wall. And taken too quickly there by Jean-Baptiste. Three-man wall, Wilson, Spencer and George in the wall. And no one on the back post there. And a very good goal indeed. Central Vieux Fort equalizing the game via the number 15. 2-2 it is here at the Philip Masley ground.
Okay, we are going to give away a 6-pack of Marcus and a 6-pack of stack. Every time I come by with Marcus, you can story because I said that those that would not even put my drink elsewhere. If egg go into my Marcus, we have it. So we have to look, what do you this guy? He's from St. Lucia, but his last name is Spanish. Or Spanish, the first name is Spanish. Lopez. Lopez is his first name? Lopez.
Clifford Sandiford for the Legends. And they were robbed in the process there. Samson trying to find his brother there, and he was impeded there by Andy Butu Jabatis, and Andy Jabatis is furious there on the far side with Simon Robinson, saying that, you know, it was evenly matched there. Dreadlocks upon dreadlocks there, man. Rato was launching this one forward. No problems there for Jeff Bosco. Emmanuel throws it to Max Serrier. Serrier goes wide. Elva. No problems there for Timal. Afimba Ephraim. Simon Robinson finding Spencer Smith. Sheldon Antoine. And lift this one looking for Lloyd. Peter Gustav on the end of this one there. Was looking for Clifford Sandiford, but well, it's still with Clifford Sandiford. He's making amends and losing it there in the process. Jefferson Jones finding his man. Oh, what a save there by Afimba Ephraim. Samson pushes it wide to Leighton Sandiford. Spencer Smith. Antoine to Spencer. And a foot was placed in there, and Marcel is the culprit. It was that's Damian Henry. I think Damian Henry is the goal scorer, the second goal scorer there for Central Vieux. And he's receiving from TT, and they almost lost this one there in the process. And Simon is trying to get this one out of his defensive area. He is looking for Lloyd. And well controlled again by Max Serrier, finding his man. Antoine again for the Legends. Oh my God! Bringing this one back across and straight into the grasp of Jeff Bosco Emmanuel. And Peter Gustav is not very happy with himself. And Rato is just shielding this one out there for a goal kick. Waywardly. A very heavy breeze there, taking control of the ball. Throw into a Central Vieux forward. Jefferson Jones doing some good work there. A 1-2 there from Sandiford and Smith. Simon is trying to find Lloyd. Rator, shot on goal, and it's wide off Jeff Emmanuel's goal. And he's very unhappy about the outcome. And the man is in the middle is going to have a word with him. Edmund Smith is not tolerating any nonsense whatsoever. Here's Marcel, is on the move. And his Marcel was pulled back there, controlling and turning very, very briskly there on his opponent. And he was impeded in the process. A free kick there for the Legends, to be taken there by Leighton Sandiford. Oh, this one was in the path of the other Sandiford, that's Clifford, and a touch too heavy. And Spencer Smith was impeded there, shadowing his ball. This ball was shadowed out there by Mark Serrier into touch. And they're losing this one. And recuperating again. Jefferson Jones looking for his man, and Simon Robinson is finding Rator. And Rator was looking for Lloyd, and he was met there by Henry. Henry giving this one again away, and Clifford Sandiford was brought down. Samson finding Leighton. Leighton finding Clifford. Here's Marcel. Pushing it wide to Lloyd. And no problems there for Jeff Bosco Emmanuel. Looking for Andy, but finding Spencer. Spencer was pushed there in the process by the number 12 of Central Vieux Fort. Simon is going to list this one forward for the Legends. Jeff looking for Andy. Wilbur Moffat takes on Samson. Samson getting the better of him, but again the ball is in the path of Jabatis, who's trying to bring it across. And this one is put wide there by Jefferson Jones. Spencer. Clifford. Leighton. Here's Marcel. Back to Leighton, and some good defending again from the defensive third of Vieux Central. Clifford is dealing with the throw, finding Rator, and Clifford is beltering this one across the goal area, finding Hermas. Hermas is guarded there by Dylan Moffat. And Hermas is putting too much weight there on Moffat. And Edmund Smith is not too pleased. Whistling this one against Hermas. Simon. Oh, good touch there by Robinson. Look a shot there by Simon there. And Jeff dealt with that one very, very good indeed, I must say. Samson with Spencer. Good work there again by Samson. A shot is wide of Fimba Ephraim's goal. And Samson is doing the honors of tying Fimba's bootlaces. And it's even Stevens here. With a player from Central Vieux Fort there remaining on the ground.
And now we
Simon with the goal kick. Rato with the control. And Neville was impeded from the back. It looks to me like Ravino there.
0, 2, 3.
Simon lifts this one forward there, looking for Lloyd. And Rato looking to bend this one around Bosco. And oh, goal! Oh my God, this one is cleared off the line. And it looks to me like the keeper being hurt there in the process. A throw in there to the legends. For a moment there, Vieux Central Hearts were in their mouth. Wilbar is guarding this ball there quite safe and finding Andy. And going across there looking for Jefferson Jones, and no matter how fast he is, the ball is way faster than him. This inflated material moves very quick indeed. Throwing there to the legends. A good move there by Sandiford, and he's taking on his man quite perfectly. Moffat finding Andy. Well met there again by Clifford. Some good work by Elva. Jefferson Jones. Samson will just shadow this one into touch. Throw in there to Valley Legends. Samson almost giving this one away. Yes, he did. And Elva is trying to square this one wide and looking for Andy Shabatis. Hands were at the side of Simon, and Simon giving this one away to Moffat. Hermos was indecisive and gave this one away again. Some good work there, and Rata was across there, but Max Seria was there in a flash also. Number 17 on 17. Lloyd was looking to return the favor there to Sandiford, but it was not to be. A Central View fought with Titus Elva. Good turn to Vital, finding Jefferson Jones on the near side. He's trying to dance around Spencer Smith, but he won't get past Spencer. Sheldon. Looking for Wilson Theodale, and he's found him. And some very good work there indeed from the defender there, tracking back on Wilson. Some good work again by Mark Seri. But it's Clifford. Clifford is trying to dribble his way in here, and he was brought down right on the edge of the 18-yard region. And the Legends is looking to put this one at the back of the net. We're in the 25th minute of the second half, which is the 65th minute of the game. And Wilson Theodule has list this one straight over the transversal of Jeff Bosco Emmanuel. Jefferson Jones was impeded there. Elva finds Mark. Mark not playing this one in the path of Jefferson Jones. A throw in there to the Legends. Rato finding his cousin, that's Clifford. Ravino was back to his defender. Simon was trying to find Rato. Rato is looking for Peter Gustav, but found Jeff Emmanuel in goal. Andy. And at the final whistle here, the game is locked at a 2-all. Yes, of course. End of regulation time, it's 2-all, and we're going straight into extra time, and providing that the scores remain level, we're going to go straight into a penalty shootouts. 2-all between Central Vieux Fort and, of course, Valley Legends. We're back here in extra time. That's of the third and fourth place of the Caribbean Alliance Gold Cup for 2017-2018. It's locked at a 2-all between Mabuya Valley Legends and, of course, Central Vieux Fort. The Legends decked in the sky blue, and, of course, Central Vieux Fort in the lighter shade of gray, black, and red. The Legends will start from defense, and now with the midfielder Harris is looking for Rato. Oh, Rato is blazing this one wide of Jeff's goal, and this one should be at the back of the net. There you see Soufre engaging themselves in their warm-up activities. There you see the dreadlocks man Snow Cone is just doing his thing, polishing the locks. He won't have to polish it later on when he squares up with Grosley. Danger man of Soufre, Snow Cone, and, of course, Baboy and DJ Battis giving this one away. And the whistle of the man in the middle went. Dylan Moffat and Lloyd. Lloyd was meeting TT on the side of the face. And some good tackling there by Ravino. He's looking for Jefferson Jones and Spencer Smith with the clearance. Towering header there. TT's trying to bring this one down and has done so. Looking for Jefferson on the far side. Is shadowed there by Clifford. Spencer with the header. Peter Gustav looking for Antoine, and Antoine is putting this one into touch. Throw in there by Mark Serrier. Mark is looking for Titus Elva. Elva couldn't control this one. Finding Harris. Harris is giving it to Ravino. Ravino with the skip back and with heel, using the heel there. And there you see Lloyd Clifford is using his strength in shoving off Titus Elva. A free kick there to Central View Fort. Elva is on the end of this one. Freeman Wall. This one is launched straight at the keeper and gathering it at the second attempt, and he was looking for Peter Gustav, but he found Mark Seri, and Seri found Elva. And not a controlled shot there from the custodian of Central View Fort. Fimboy frame, finding his man in left defense. Oh, some very good work there again. And the ball is just strolling away from Sandefjord. Seri with the throw, looking to bring it across, and finding Wilbur. Wilbur goes wide, and Morrison was looking to find his man and given chase there by Lloyd. He's very quick indeed. Just won't have enough legs to get onto this one. 0-2-4. Throw in there to the Legends. Wilson. This one is coming across there by Rato, and no problems there for Jeff. He's going to find a TT. TT is lifting it gently, finding Simon for the Legends. Simon is shadowing it, and a hand was placed in the jaw of Jabatis. And looking for Leighton on this part there. That's from Clifford, but it's wide of Jeff's goal. Throw in there to the Legends.
We're looking for you got that nice spot to get to give you in. Yeah, we're looking for you. 0-3-2-9.
Well dealt with again by Dylan Moffat.
0-3-2-9. Yeah, talk to me.
Throw in there to the Legends. Simon. Simon losing this one there. Andy Jabatis. A burst of fury there. But Spencer is clearing this one there. throw into Central View Fort. Vital. Well headed out of a danger there. Andy goes wide, finding Seri. And Jones was coming from an offside position. Well spotted by Kelvin Baffelme, the assistant there on the far side. Spot kick there to the Legends on the far side, to be taken by Clifford Sandiford. Wasted there. Seri looking for Jones, and a ball is being shared there by the Vieux Fort team. Not taking control of it thoroughly there, but giving possession again back to the Legends. Wilson losing possession, and it's Moffat. That's Dylan. Ball is spread wide to Jean-Baptiste, and Jean-Baptiste is ruled offside. Keeping this one in play is Henry. Good work there by Sheldon, putting this one into touch. Dylan Moffat with the throw. Some very good touch there again by the number 8. That's Vital. Dylan giving it away. Rato receiving this one there from Hayes, and well met again in defense by the custodian there of Central View Fort. Elva finding Spencer. Spencer is looking for Hayes on the far side, and good control there by the Dreadlocks man. And a whistle went there. Samson Robinson is guarded there by Jefferson Jones, and Samson is putting this one into touch. And at the end of the first half of extra time, the score is still locked at 2-2 between Central View Fort and, of course, Mabuya Valley Legends. And let me remind you that coverage is being covered there by Winners TV. The second half of extra time, providing the scores remain level at the final whistle. It's going to be a penalty shootouts, providing that the scores remain level here. This is the 91st minute of the game. Should I make it quite clear to you that the games are 40 minutes a half? Here's Marcel. Was trying to spread it wide to Sandefjord. Some good work there by Robinson. Serie looking for his man. Ravino back to Serie. He was wrong-footed. Lloyd looking for Rato and well met again in defense. Lloyd on the end of this one, well guarded there by TT. Jones. And again, you see, Vital was brought down there by Robinson. Sign of acknowledgement there from Vital as Samson was tracking back. I gave him a little pat, but he said it was all right. Vital. Moffat is trying to turn on his axis. Jabatis lifting this one across the goal of Ephraim. Still, it's even Stevens here at the Philippe Marcelin ground. Here's Marcel is controlling and dancing around his man, and a burst of fury there from the Dreadlocks man. Hermes has skyrocketed this one there. Sheldon not taking control of this one there. Simon for the Legends. Trying to look for Rato. And the whistle was blown there, and Rato is asking the reason why. I think he was whistled offside. Dylan Moffat. Some good work there, finding Wilbar. Back to Dylan. The combination of the Moffats, but he was pushed off this ball there by Samson. Samson is issuing this one into touch there for a throw into Central View forward. Dylan to Wilbur. Wilbur is trying to dance around Samson, and Samson is not pleased of the decision there given by Edmund Smith. Free kick there to a Central View forward. Hermas shadowing this ball, and Smith is just directing to him where he should be standing. As Andy Jabatis trying to lace this one across there for Moffat, and Moffat is blazing it way over the transversal, not controlling the shot, not at all. Simon is going to launch this one forward, looking for his man, and giving it away there, Simon. Andy Jabatis on the far side, finding Elva, and the favor is granted back to Andy, and Andy is ruled offside. But before that, he did put it in the side netting, and he's not pleased at all. Simon finding Neville, and Neville was impeded.
So if you know that Rose today is going to win tonight, you come, take it easy, take it easy. You come and let somebody DJ move, and then you just settle it out. You have somebody
Still 2-all here.
right now, as we speak. So that Supra is going to win like how many goals? You know, goals not involved, there's Supra.
No problems there for Jeff Bosco. Emmanuel, as he goes wide, looking for Elva. Moffat, that's Dylan, in control and taking possession of the ball game. Elva again, looking for his man. And this ball was not controlled there, and just strolled over the touchline for a goal kick to the Valley Legends. Fimba Ephraim finds Simon Robinson, and Robinson will list it forward there. Titus Elva. Oh, some good defending there by Spencer Smith. And Deja Batis. Melcher is shadowing him, dreadlocks on dreadlocks. Finding Titus. Some good work there by Rator. Finding his Marcel. Rator is getting out from under there, and Lloyd. Oh, this one is wide across Jeff Bosco Emmanuel's goal. Lloyd was almost trying to put this one on a pick point accuracy there, looking for the back of the net. Jones is shadowed there by Marcel. And this field has a lot of dreadlocks Rastafarians playing on it there right now. Jones looking for Andy. And has found him. Back to Jones. No problems there for Ephraim. Ephraim finds his defender, Simon. Simon giving it away. Henry finds his man. And Central View Fort failing to keep possession of the ball there. Some very tired bodies indeed. And Wilbur Moffat finding the back of the net there for Central View Fort. Mistake there by Fimba Ephraim and Wilbur Moffat finding the back of the net. It looks to me on the this one is pushed into touch. And at the final whistle, it was on the 99th minute of the game that Wilbur Moffat found the back of the net, and Central View Fort defeating Valley Legends by 3 goals to 2 here in extra time. And it will be Soufrière, yes, of course, coming up against Grosile doing battle for the main trophy. That's the Caribbean Alliance Gold Cup. And let me remind you that you are viewing courtesy Winners TV. Butujo Baptiste finding Tita Silva and more fat again. Oh, what a goal there by Tita Silva, blazing this one past Fimba Ephraim. 1-0 in favor of Central View Fort. This one is coming across very dangerously and meeting the head of a player there. And Mabuya Valley Legends are finding the back of the net. Very low there. A short. Oh, what a goal there by Samson Robinson. Samson Robinson finding the back of the net. 2-1 it is in quick succession into the private part. And this one is lifted up and over there. And no problems there for Timal. And no one on the back post there. And a very good goal indeed. Central View Fort equalizing. Oh, this one around Bosco. And oh, goal. Oh my God, this one is cleared off the line. And it looks to me like Wilbur Moffat finding the back of the net.